Hi, welcome to the third Make and Take in the Jen Stampin' for Fun Facebook party today on June the 23rd. Wow. So I wanted to show you this simple and sweet card because I want to showcase one of the new colors that came in. This is the Granny Apple Green along with the Petal Pink. And I don't know if you can see there, I was actually surprised that they referred to this as a pink because to me, it has a little bit of a coral tinge to it as well. I love this color. So let me show you how I made this card. And just so you know, this card is using the Abstract Impressions stamp set. And when you place an order of $40 or more on my online store, using this host code, you will get all four of the supplies to make these make and take. So it's all using the Artistic Impressions stamp set. So if you want to go ahead and get that stamp set, you will have what you need to create these cards, because I will send you the card stock and I'll have everything, and I'll send you the embellishments and whatever you need. So I'm just going to show you one of the cards today, how to make it. But those of you who place orders, you'll get a whole tutorial, a photo tutorial of all four cards with the measurements and everything, so that you know what to do. Okay, but this is a fantastic, fantastic suite. The stamp set is very versatile, and it is a bit abstract, a bit artsy, which makes it kind of fun. And I'm not going to use these thinlits today. Are they here? Is it this one? Because I didn't need to for this card, but I just wanted to show you what was included. Nope, it's not this one. Okay, I'll see if I can find it. They're called the Springtime Impressions, I think. I don't know where I put it. Okay, anyway, it will come. It will show up because they are a wonderful part of the suite as well. Okay, so let's dive in and make this card. I'm using the Granny Apple Green. I'm going to take this extra layer, which it measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I am using the Scattered Sequins embossing folder, which is kind of fun. So I'm just going to pop this in here and we'll roll it through our friend, the Big Shot. Let's bring that up. Okay. And so because this is one of the dynamic textured embossing folders, you only need one cutting pad. And then we don't need this thin die adapter. I always remember because it has the picture of the embossing, so that's how I know which platform I need to use. Put it right on there. Just make sure the edges are pretty straight and flush against, and just roll it through. Okay, you'll feel a bit of pressure as you roll it through. That's totally normal. But again, if you place the order in my online store, I'll pre-emboss it for you so that when you get it, it will be all set for you to use. So if you don't have that embossing folder, you don't have to worry. Okay, and here we go. We'll just stick that right on top. We'll use some snail. You know what? Before I stick it on top, I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon to dress it up. And again, this is to showcase some of the new stuff in the catalog. There is this delicate polka dot tulle ribbon. It's so delicate and sweet. So what I'm going to do is put some adhesive on the back side here and just wrap some of this ribbon around. There actually is a front side and a back side, I feel like, for this, because you'll feel that it's like fuzzy. I don't know if that's the right word, but I think the fuzzy part is the top part and the non-fuzzy part is the back part. So there we go. And then this is my little trick for tying a bow. What I'll do is I'll stick this on. This is such a bright and cheerful color, this Granny Apple Green. I already feel happy just looking at it. Ta-da! Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little strip and slip it under here. If I can get it slipped under. And then I'm just going to tie a little knot on this end, just to give it a bit of interest, and it's kind of cute and fun to have that little, it's almost like a little flirty ribbon right there. Okay, so that is kind of the base of the card. And then I'm going to use this new Petal Pink, which to me is a little bit coral. And I am going to cut out, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to cut out using the Layering Squares framelit. and this has a scalloped edge to it, so we will cut that out. I can't live without my Big Shot. It is a very fantastic tool, and hey, if the power ever goes out, I can still craft because it does not need to be plugged in. So we'll just stick that on there. There are 2 cutting pads, ruler falling to the floor, and we will just roll that through. Actually, if I had been really smart, I could have cut out the Whisper White piece as well. But never mind, we'll do that now. So here, ta-da, by the magic of the Big Shot, we have that. And then I'm going to cut out a square Whisper White piece. So we'll just run that through again. And it's totally up to you if you want to stamp first or cut it out first. But in this case, I think I'll just cut it out. And the great thing about the layering squares framelits is that you know it will give it a very nice matte, so that the square piece will mat really nicely with the scalloped square piece, and it will look great. Okay, so here you go. This goes right on top, just like that. So let's do some stamping with the set stamps from the Abstract Impressions stamp set. I will use the sentiment, and this might work great as a teacher thank you card. You know, I don't know, if you're like me in my life, I think there's a piece of paper on here. Okay, you've got to give cards to the piano teacher, school teachers. Everybody needs a thank you card at this time of year when we're entering into the summer holidays. Let me move this out of the way and stamp this right in the center, straight down and straight up. Can't go wrong. Perfect. And then I am going to use the larger flower. So this is called two-step stamping. Oh, this is one of the new ink pads. Okay, so that's another important thing I wanted to show. Stampin' Up! Has redesigned their ink pads so that they are easier to open. And they've said that they've also put in a defoamer. I never had an issue before, but sometimes the ink would be so juicy that it almost bubbled a little bit. So they've put a defoamer into the ink. And so all you have to do to open these ink pads now, it's very simple. You just lift it up, almost like a compact, you know, and then you slide. Okay? And so I am going to use the Petal Pink and just 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, and then to close it, pull it towards you all the way, and then flip and close. Easy peasy. Okay, so that is how we're going to do that, but with two-step stamping. It's very fun. They've been made to layer together. So there's this image here, a slightly smaller flower, which I'm going to use with the Flirty Flamingo. And this, my Flirty Flamingo is the older style case. And I find there's nothing really to line up perfectly. If it doesn't line up perfectly, it gives it that abstract kind of fun look. Very artsy. Okay, so you see that, how all of a sudden there's that depth, and we will layer it right on to our Petal Pink scallop square. So again, our Petal Pink ink is matching wonderfully with our Petal Pink cardstock. Okay, and ta-da, we have a finished card. I'm going to use some dimensionals so that we can give it that little bit of dimension. You can never have too many dimensionals. So we'll just put some here. And then this just gives the card a little bit of lift, a little bit of interest and texture. And I find it easiest to stick it on and then take off the little backing. And ta-da, we have a cute card with our flirty ribbon coming off the side. I hope you like it. I love this card. So just remember, we do have party specials going on, but these party specials, Facebook party specials, which I have pinned to the top of our Facebook group, is they'll be ending in 24 hours. So you want to make sure that you want to get in on all the party specials. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me and let me know. And don't forget to use this host code when you're shopping on my online store. This, you enter it on the shopping cart page on the bottom left-hand corner. So this lets me know that you were part of the Facebook party and get the Facebook party perks. Okay, thanks for joining in. Bye for now.